Hello, Fantasy Sports Wizard here, and welcome to episode 7 of my Hamburger career mode. And first up on screen, you can see we got a few messages. And after the end of our rather bruising encounter with Wolfsburg, you can see the couple of players, Muller and Kaká, both picked up injuries. But fortunately, that they are only going to be out for 5 days each with like a bruised ankle and elbow, and that's good news. Now moving swiftly on, we go into some training, and again we're sticking with the same players. Tillemans is pushing on for an 80 rated, which is fantastic, and Embolo is not far behind. Now, first game of this episode, we come up against 6th place Augsburg. Again, another tough game, and this episode does see a run of tough fixtures. And in this game, we made one change. We just brought in Muller for Steiber, and that's it. We're still trying to get Embolo off the mark, and hopefully today's the day for him. He's been trying ever so hard. And Augsburg's team, like the one player that really concerned me was Esswein. I recall using him on Ultimate Team a couple of years ago, and he was one of my standout players. And at halftime, not a lot happened. Like, we're trying to rectify that issue, but it's still not working out for us. Augsburg with the better of the chances about Adler, proving to be very solid once again for us. And at the start of the second half, we got working the ball around nicely, and Lisevic doing some lovely work down the left-hand flank, managed to hold up his man and put it across, and there we go. Embolo with his first goal. He's been dying to get that gremlin off his back, and he's finally done it with a huge goal. He's up and running, so hopefully the first of many. And Augsburg pull one back. It was a disappointing end to the game. Like, we had a couple of minutes to go, and I really hoped that we were going to see this one out, get a valuable 3 points, but in the end, 1-0, probably a fair result to get a point. They bossed the game. We didn't really trouble them, but it's a point gained compared to 3 points lost. And on screen now you can see we've got a few players are coming to the end of their contracts, and some of those we're going to offer them new contracts, and a couple we are just going to let them run down and they can leave the club, particularly Spasic, when we shall be looking for a replacement, probably over the summer, but maybe towards the end of the January transfer window. But we have very limited funds right now. We're not looking at really making any changes to the squad. We might loan out a few players just for experience. And right now we're in the winter break, so that gives us plenty of time to train our players. And this week saw Embolo go up to 79 and Tillemans hit that 80 mark, which is absolutely fantastic again. Like, they're fast becoming the stars of the club. Embolo is one of those players that I have huge hopes, and that goal in the last game is definitely going to help. Now, we get a transfer offer here for Rene Adler from Borussia Dortmund. We're just going to reject that because right now he is playing out of his skin and keeping us in a lot of games that we probably shouldn't deserve to be in. And right now, even if we were to sell him, I doubt we'll be able to find a good replacement. So that was the reason why that. And Herzog is our third choice goalkeeper. We are going to send him out on loan and let him get some experience. He's been desperate for some game time. And now we continue on with training. Like, same players again. We're pushing Ausentas up to that 69 rated striker. Oh, beg my pardon. He's not even at 68 yet. So he's got a long way to go there. And yeah, when we keep going in, like, it's just training. There's not a lot happening. We're getting a few transfer offers in, which I'm showing you as they happen. But to be honest, aside from that, we're not looking at, like, if we can pick up some defensive players, maybe on loan. But right now we've got enough on loan players that we aren't using it there for squad depth. So it's a matter of just being patient. Maybe we'll get chances, but Torino coming with an audacious offer for Embolo, and to be honest, like, we'll make money on what we paid for him, but there is no way we are letting him go. He is too valuable to the club, and we expect big things of him. And then Ashton Götze is going to get a loan move to FC Zurich, so he can get some first team football, which is fantastic. And we've got depth there, so we're quite happy to let him go. And this training episode, we're going to switch Gregovic out and continue to work on him as so he can push Ilicevic in that position. And we get continue some nice little bits of growth here and there. But all of them coming along nicely. And then Schiplock, like, he's struggled to fit in with the team. He hasn't really been able to force his way in. So we're going to send him out on a season loan to Darmstadt, where he can hopefully get some first team football. And we're moving on into the final game of this episode, and we come up against the mighty Bayern Munich. And this game was a pain. I mean, the table emphasizing the golf in class right now. They're top, we're 14th, and it's bad enough we're playing Bayern Munich, but what's worse, we're playing in the snow, and I hated this. And to make matters worse, they've only conceded 12 goals all season, so great stuff. So we're going to have to be on top of our game to put one past Neuer to even consider getting a point, because they got so much attacking talent you would expect them to score. The team remains pretty much the same. Muller retains his place, Euro drops out, and in comes Kleber. Now here's an interesting clip I wanted to show you. Muller had previously been booked, win a free kick, and they creep the wall forward, but the refs having none of that, and books Lewandowski. The free kick is going to come to nothing, but that Lewandowski booking is going to be key shortly. And this is one of those, like, this is why I hate it in the snow. Like, Robin's doing his thing down the wing, cutting in and out. I couldn't pick up where he was. I was going down the wrong line every time, and he smashes the finish in for 1-0. And here we go. This is the bit I was talking about. Lewandowski loses the ball, I pick it up in defense, and he's going to clip the heels of Kleber for his second yellow, and that's his marching orders. Lewandowski, the man on fire, is off, but we need to try and capitalize on that. But at half time, we're 1-0 down. Possession, we're doing pretty well in possession, but we just haven't been able to trouble Neuer whatsoever. Like, we weren't even really able to get close, and this is a lovely move from Bayern, but Adler with a huge save, keeping us in the game. And we started to exert that pressure, taking advantage of that 11 versus 10, but we get probably the best chance of the game here. It bounces around a bit, like a deflection shot here, but it bounces here to Lasogo, who fires one, but Neuer easily saves, and that is going to be that. But Bayern Munich were quaking in their boots in this game. Like, they were down to 10 men, so they had every reason to run the clock down, but they are more than good enough, even with 10 men, to play against us at 11, but they are spending the last 10 minutes in the corner, basically wasting time. And that's, again, like we said it before in one of the last episodes, it's infuriating coming up against teams that like to do that, but it's something that we got to try and get and stop and just be better in our own gameplay, and we'll be able to counter attack that, and everything will be right in the world. At halftime, our stats, we didn't make the most of our one-man advantage. I mean, losing a striker isn't as big a loss as, say, losing a defensive midfielder or defender, but they got the 3 points, and it was a disappointing loss, but what can you do when you're playing the top team in the league? Except give it everything they got, and they did do that. And continuing on training, Tillman's growing nicely again, like fantastic growth potential, and we're enjoying this. Palermo come in with an offer for Lasogo, and there is no way we're going to let him go again. He is being the man on fire for us. And now this is where I need your help, guys. I really want you to help me out. We got 3 international managerial offers, and I want you to pick the, like, I'm gonna leave a poll, and I want you to pick the answers, like them for whichever one you think I should accept. We got an offer to take over the England national team, which could be a challenging task. We also got the chance to take over Chile, with the likes of Alexis Sanchez and Vidal. And the final offer we have that's going to be there is going to be the US national team. So that one is an exciting option as well. They're a very up and coming side. So I really hope you guys will be able to help me out. Like, I'm gonna leave 3 comments and then just like them for which one, and whichever one wins will be the contract I accept. And I'm quite honest, I don't have a preference. Like, I would love to manage all 3 of them, but I want you guys to pick, and we'll see where we go from there. And who knows, we could be a World Cup winner if things go our way. I mean, that's a long way down the line, but I really want to take up one of these jobs, so I want you to decide, and we'll start off the next episode accepting one of those and going on from there and developing a national team along with Hamburg, and see where we go. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I mean, it was tough fixtures wise, but I hope you enjoyed and the team performed to their best. Otherwise, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And Fantasy Sports with it. I'll see you all next time. Bye.